Our habits can have a big impact on our well-being and recovery. There are habits people can fall into as a result of changes to the work and life routine that come from illness or injury. Being mindful of unhelpful habits and having strategies for avoiding or addressing them is really important. Otherwise, the consequences can be problematic. The following traps can impact our headspace and hinder recovery. Make a note of any that feel relevant for you. Listen to the tips and identify what will help you manage your traps mindfully. Screen time. People can spend a lot of time in front of computers and mobile phones, as well as downtime in front of the TV. An injury or illness may lead to more screen time than is best for you. The good news is this time can be reclaimed and reused for good. I'm not saying to ditch the computer, phone and TV entirely, just to be more mindful of how much time you're giving and whether it's valuable for your well-being and recovery, or if habits have become unhelpful or unhealthy. If your honest answer is that you can dial down the amount of time you're spending on your screens, put some adjustments in place to do that, and you'll be reclaiming time and energy you can use to take action for your well-being and recovery. Alcohol consumption and comfort foods and beverages can be habits people fall into to cope with challenging circumstances and stress. This includes when we experience an illness or injury. If you've slipped into some form of pattern like this, your recovery and well-being can be strengthened by addressing your slip-ups. Identify helpful and healthy actions you can take to cope instead, and be mindful to reach out for support if you find this self-control or habit change particularly difficult. Time on the couch or in bed might be helpful for your rest and recovery in certain ways, but it's also vital to maintain a level of physical activity and fitness, particularly given how sedentary our lives have tended to become. So ensure you have regular movement in your day, routines, and even people to move with, as this can aid rehabilitation and recovery and support a healthy headspace. Focusing on things you can't control can be a trap as well, so it's important to focus our precious time and energy on what we can control that will support us through our recovery. Because injury or illness and the stress that can come with it can lead to feelings of worry or anxiety about things you might have little or no control over. This can become a merry-go-round, but not one of those fun ones, instead becoming a spiral of thinking and worrying that doesn't get you anywhere and can actually lead you to feel worse. But when certain aspects of an injury, illness, or stressful circumstances or your recovery process, if they're outside of your control, all is not lost. We can work with our mindset and psychological responses in order to look after ourselves and be resilient. First, we acknowledge what we can versus what we can't control. Then we channel our attention, time, and energy towards what's within our ability to control. We practice accepting that certain things might not be within our control right now, and work on letting go with wrestling with the uncontrollables in ways that lead to unproductive stress and suffering. So by focusing on what you can control and accepting what you can't, you'll channel your focus and energy towards actions that can promote your recovery and your well-being. You may want to talk to your doctor if you feel you need more help or information with any of these areas. Good luck with it.